This man was in a palace. Had everything going for him. But he was a Hebrew man. Mother raised him, but she didn't have him. He was adopted. He was saved by the power of God in the beginning. And he put him right on his enemies. The man was killing folk. And when he left, the Lord wanted him. He was trained enough. And when the Lord spoke to him from the burning bush, the bush was on fire. And it didn't burn up. And Moses said, strange. And he went up to see, and the Lord said, take off your shoes, the sandals you have on, this is holy ground. And then God said to him, I am the God of your ancestors. I am the God of Abraham. I'm the God of Isaac. I'm the God of Jacob. And Moses removed his sandals and fell on his knees and covered his face with his hands. He covered his face with his hands. He was too afraid to look at the one who spoke to him. Then the Lord said, I've seen how the children of Israel are being treated in Egypt. I've heard they cry, I've heard, and they pain, and they plead for help. They are finally ready to let me deliver them from their oppression. You can begin again. So the Lord blessed. I decided that this is a time to bring them out of the land of Egypt. This is what God said to Moses. So I want you to go back to Egypt to see Pharaoh. Moses is going to Egypt to deliver God's people from Pharaoh. And while he's traveling to go back, he's rebelling because God's telling him to go, and he don't want to go. He's trying to tell God what he's not qualified to go. See? But God said, you got to go. You need somebody better than I to go. He said, I want you to go and free my people. And I want you to tell Pharaoh to let my people go. So that concludes that message of Moses going back and beginning again. And I appreciate everyone that have looked at us today. Thank you. I hope you got a point from this, that it can encourage you and help you to know that you can always begin again when you put your faith and your hope and trust in God. Because nothing is impossible with God. And he can turn anything around. And I pray God's blessing on each person who have looked at this today and listened, that it'll be a help to you and that God's blessing will be upon you. I thank you for looking and watching this program today. In Jesus' holy name, amen.
If you would like a DVD copy of today's program, please send a check or money order in the amount of $8.99 to These Changing Times Ministries, P.O. Box 1742, Annandale, Virginia 22003.